Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. Future just delivered their Join collection, and keeping in mind that there were effectively a lot of bangers in there, one tune stood out to fans more than others on the collection. The rap team concealed their element list and figured out how to shock fans with a rapper nobody expected to hear on the melody like that. Kendrick Lamar jumped onto the track, subsequent to being Mia for the recent years, and on the off chance that calling him on another melody wasn't enough, Kendrick figured out how to make his return into the melodic business with a beat that advertised the web up promptly. Kendrick Lamar clarified that he had a few words for Drake and J. Cole, who have been marked as pieces of the large three or the best three current rappers in the tune. Kendrick gets going by saying, "Do the cash power regard," which is a play in words to his rap nom de plume. K-Spec and his own concept of what the enormous three truly are during secondary school, Lamar embraced the stage name K-Spot when he started freestyling for his colleagues. Kendrick Lamar went by K-Do from 2003 to 2009, but returned to his original name for imaginative closeness. The name change was simply me fundamentally creating myself, he said to Hard Thump Television. Kendrick goes on in the tune by saying, "The last one is better said than done. It's a ton of goofies with a check." He's alluding to his third enormous regard being superior to the next two, and progresses forward by dissing Drake concerning his joint efforts and brand relationship with Nike, whose brand name is a mark. Kendrick happens to be a sneaky first-person shooter. I genuinely want to believe that they accompanied 3 switches. It's here that Kendrick straightforwardly gets down on both Drake and J. Cole, 2 rappers to whom he has been tied and thought about too for his vocation. He goes after the team nom dropping the title of their 2023 hit first-person shooter, as well as the title of Drake's collection for every one of the canines, and denies the enormous 3 titles that have been utilized to bunch the triplet for a really long time, even by Cole himself in J. Cole's single. He said love when they contend. The hardest MC, is it K-Do, is it Aubrey or me, we the huge three, like we began an association, yet at this moment I feel like Muhammad Ali Kendrick closes his circle with Mother the huge three, it's simply enormous me. I'm truly similar to that, and your best work is a light pack. Sovereign outlasted Mike Jack before the entirety of your canines got covered. That is good with this multitude of nines. He is going to see the pet burial ground. Kendrick tells the 2 rappers that their work won't outlast his, contrasting his collection of work with that of Ruler, who outlasted Michael Jackson by just shy of 7 years, the two, while peers of popular music for pretty much 20 years likewise had a proven and factual meet that traversed into the open arena. Similarly, as Kendrick is currently doing with his 2 individual MCs, there can likewise be matches drawn between the 2 hamburgers, as Kendrick and Sovereign have been by and large reco. Nice to have further imaginative qualities in what they produce, albeit a stage underneath their peers in fame. While Drake and Michael Jackson have been 2 of the greatest pop stars in every one of their separate regions. Kendrick has likewise shown love to Ruler in the past, saying that he shared a recording meeting with the vocalist to get him on his 2015 tune composition before time moved away from them, and a cooperation couldn't be done while Drake and Kendrick and partners have been ex-ca, hanging unpretentious shots at one another for a really long time. It is intriguing that Kendrick has apparently brought Cole into this as well, as the 2 have, by and large, got along openly in any event, prodding a collection together in the fall of 2015 by folding around one another's beats. On the biggest shopping day of the year, likewise have seen that Kendrick decided to pursue Drake on a tune with Metro Boomin and Future while it is obscure, assuming Future and Drake have dynamic meet, the coup. PL's somewhat productive joint effort history has eased back since their 2 tunes off of Future's 2022 collection anyway. Metro and Drake have been thought to have scorn for one another happening in the background, which might have made Future take the side of one of his day ones. I have close to 0 familiarity with these folks that disappeared 3, 4, and 5 years ago. I need to relax. Huge Ocean additionally came out unforgiving with his as-of-late delivered free form, and it seems as though he was going at the large 3 on the tune he rapped. I think what I need most as a craftsman is consistency. I simply haven't had the energy to rival adversaries or you all purported greater 3, yet every refrain I lay fans love to say, man ninjas snoozing as we as a whole realize this isn't, whenever Drake first has been dissed by a major rapper or a piece of some rap meat. We should not fail to remember what went down among Drake and Submissive Plant. Everything began with a tweet, as many rap hamburgers go these days. Docile tweeted, "Stop contrasting Drake to me too. He doesn't compose his own raps." Resigned Factory took to Twitter to get down on Drake for not composing his own raps, guaranteeing Drake didn't advance Docile Plant's collection dreams worth more than cash, since he and his group figured out that Drake utilized a Phantom Rider Meek Mill's spilled more disdain by bringing up that Drake is way out of it. Contrasted with Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, he kept on saying that he would have taken out Drake's section off their tune on the off chance that he would have realized that Drake didn't compose it himself. Mao sprung up in the discussion to back Submissive Factory's secretly composing claims against Drake, bringing up one professional writer, Quentin Mill Operador. "A few of yous are new. Mild just placed it in the air." He tweeted, "Submissive isn't detesting him, he's simply being straightforward." He continued to tweet a screen snatch of credits for a modest bunch of tunes from Drake's most recent mixtape. In the event that you're perusing this, it's past the point of no return that it shows. Mill Operator credited Compliant, tweeted Mill Operator's name nearly as affirmation Docile Plant. Then, at that point, joined Nicki Minaj in front of an audience during her pink print visit to yell out, "Drake yet not to apologize." He said I was simply disturbed as a fan whooped to Drake, let him be perfect in every one of the paths he's perfect in Drake. Then, at that point, released a melody focused on Compliant Factory named Charged Up. He says in the tune, "Ninja squealing on us without cross-examination." I keep quiet because we are at war. And I'm extremely tolerant of being offered courtesies by individuals because it ain't similar to wanting the cash I make off an element. I see you ninjas experiencing difficulty going golds, transforming into something this and that nobody knows. Tame Plant burned through no opportunity to answer, energized on Twitter, and later, in front of an audience, "Child moisturizer delicate," he tweeted. I can see he composed that one. But that's what I heard. That was exceptionally delicate child cream, which he repeated on the pink print visit. Mild Factory even referred to the scandalous meet between Famous B and Tupac. We won't zero in on an excess of energy on that, however. I will tell you that with regards to this rap, Biggie and Tupac needed to pass on to turn into the best. Assuming you will be the best of this, simply ensure you're doing your pen game and keep it as far as possible. Nicki Minaj likewise shared a couple of words about secretly composing during her pink print show. See, "A ninja can't compose my raps." You know why you don't have the heart, the brain outline, or the mind? You don't actually have the foggiest idea how to articulate the words in my WPS. Drake didn't sit tight for easygoing Factory's reaction while individuals dozed. Drake felt free to deliver one more circle freeform focused on Quiet Factory, named Consecutive a Champion line from back to back, that immediately overwhelmed timetables was one referring to Docile Plant's initial space on Nicki Minaj's pink print visit. Is that a world visit, or your young lady's visit? I realized that you became a hooligan for her. This ain't everything that she implied when she said to you to open up. More Twitter was then loaded up with images of Compliant Plant, who all in all are. Articulated the failure of the rap meet between the two, despite the fact that Docile was the person who began it all. He wound up enduring a big cheese to his standing long into the future, and there you all have it. What are your folks' assessments of Kendrick Lamar emerging from his break to diss Drake and Cole? Do you think they'll answer? And provided that this is true, who do you think will wind up winning? Let us in on down in the remarks underneath, and as consistently grateful for watching like I'm prepared for this, believe it or not, I'm prepared to see it. And I would try and prefer not to stand by till Dream V Fest like 4 RESP. I feel like it should be, which is correct, Cole, and they can't pursue the more respectable option. Kendrick has been requesting smoke for quite a while since Cole can pursue the more respectable option. Cole's the one that truly expected to leap out because you said you were Muhammad Ali and you got a collection coming out. Yes, you are the one that truly needs to say one, that truly needs to come out on the grounds that the Future and Metro. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.